I just want to welcome everybody to the podcast. Tyrone, aka Ty, aka T Raw. What's good, bro?
Yeah,
What you want to say to the
yeah,
people?
you dig what I'm saying? It's cool to be on here, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for real, you been my dog. We've been dogs since like what, seventh grade?
Seventh grade.
Even before that with the head nod.
And with that, exactly,
With
exactly. So
the
I wanted to tell people this is how I always start up. I be like, how did we meet? And how we met was I was at a football jamboree, right? I was with my team, the Mukilteo Knights, right? And I look over, I see this light skinned ass nigga Tyrone, right? And what happened? What happened to you?
nigga, we literally made eye contact, like from a distance though, it was just like, was good. He said, was
We
good.
had nodded each other.
Head nod, like, we didn't even say it was good. We
Just instantly. It was
yo.
like it was that connection.
And then we was like, oh shit, I know this nigga. Like, I
Yeah.
seen this nigga before.
Yeah.
He ended up being in my class, seventh grade. Nigga
was
sat next
crazy.
to me, asking me for my chips every day after lunch. I remember that
Hey,
shit.
hey, that got to high school. I started doing that at high school, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't middle school. So after high school, you went to Montana College University, and I just wanted to know what the college life was like for you.
College life was like for me. Well, first when I first got there, I felt like things were gonna fall into place. Like, I was just gonna go to school, and then go to school, play football, try out for the team, and hopefully get on the team and play football.
Yeah.
That was that was what I wanted. And so when I first got there, I was like, okay, this seems cool.
Yeah.
Like, college is cool. Like, you meet all these new people that you never met before. People who come from Indianapolis, people who come from Georgia, just to go to Montana because they like to be out in the mountains,
Yeah.
and in
with
the
all the trees,
wilderness.
with all the trees, yeah.
Just like to be in the farms and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, like, we're meeting all these new people. I'm eating all this good food. Like, I'm living life out there. my
I've never
freshman year.
heard Montana food is good.
Well, it's like, Missoula, where I was, like, where the college was in Missoula, like, the food was just good. Like,
Okay.
so
Yeah, how was the experience though?
everybody's different, but like it's like the same routine. Like, you wake up at what, 6, 5, it depending on 6, 5,
Yeah.
8 a.m. to go
Can't
to
you-
your class.
Can't you pick your classes like the
Yeah,
time?
you can
Yeah.
pick the time of your class or whatever works out with your schedule. And with athletes, it's different. Like, they have an athletic like person who helps them, picks out their classes to work around their schedule, that works around your practice and your meetings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's just cool that way. And it was also like the partying too. Like, it was crazy too. Like, they drink out there. Like, they get lit out there
Yeah.
on the daily basis. And that was not me though. I was always inside, but
He lying.
nah.
Hey Susie, he lying.
But it was also like kind of disappointing too, because going to Montana and being a black person is just like, it's something, like, it's just like everybody knows, like, something's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, and something did actually happen. So, like, when the first day I got there, like, I got called the N word with
Swear.
a hard R.
You never told me this.
And
What happened?
like, I was just in a group with this is like the first day I got there. We were walking,
Exactly,
it was
yeah.
like in a group that I met, and we was just walking down, like, downtown, I think, because it was Missoula. Like, Missoula's a really small city. Like, like, you could go downtown just by walking. And
That's clutch.
like, the college is like really close to downtown. So
Yeah.
so when we were walking, there was this truck that drove by, this big ass, like,
Semi.
Ford. No, it was like a Ford F-150 type truck, big ass truck, just drove by. And mind you, like, I'm over here just looking around. I'm always looking around trying to find other black people just to see, like, how many black people have I seen here.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really seeing nobody, so I was just kept looking around, talking to my friends, and then all of a sudden I hear the N word with the hard R. And I'm like, yo, that shit set me off. And I was like, the first day I get here, this is what happens.
Exactly.
So I'm
Was
just,
the group of friends that you were with, were they white?
Yeah, all of them were. All
Yeah,
of them were. So I was just
yeah,
like, you know what? Like I was mad. I was really hot. Like my body temperature went up. And I told everybody there, I was like, I swear if I like had like something in my hand, like a rock or
yeah,
something, their
yeah.
window would have been shattered. Like
Was they backing you up? Like,
yeah, of course
yeah,
they were.
yeah, yeah.
And so they were just like and then after that day I was just like, bro, like what else could happen? Like
Exactly.
something along those
Like
lines. What other
on
racist shit could I
exactly on day one, I get called the N word. Like, what else could like? It can only go up from there.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like
yeah,
it's just wild. So,
Montana, get it together. I'm gonna just say that much.
but I be telling people like I should have just said it, but like when people ask me how Montana was, I said, well, you know, the experience was cool, like the outdoors and all that stuff. You know, it's cool because I like being outside and stuff. But just some like the people there, people always mess it up for other people in some way, shape, or form, and that's just what I experienced. So again, so when I say my experience at Montana, my experience was like a bittersweet experience.
Yeah, I get
So
you.
it was good, but you know, there was, you know, some shit, some stuff that, you know, I just didn't appreciate and didn't
Yeah,
want to,
of
you know,
course, of course.
deal with. So
So how was the football aspect of that?
football aspect, that was cool. That was really eye opening because since I was a walk on, like I wasn't really a part of the team. I
Yeah,
was just like a walk on, like trying to get on the team,
yeah.
trying to get looked at so I can even make it to spring ball type shit.
Because they actually have tryouts, huh?
Cause yeah, the tryouts is usually like the winter conditioning. So that's where they really test you and like they put you through like an 8 week like winter conditioning. So you just well, I think it's different for every school, but every school has that winter conditioning
Yeah,
period for everybody. Everybody has to do it. I
yeah.
was with the whole team type stuff. So we would have to wake up super early. We'd have to be shoes on, ready, laced up, in the gym, lined up at 5:30
Damn.
every Tuesday and
That
Thursday.
oof, that would be the one that got me, dog. Like
Every Tuesday and
5:30
Thursday
a.m.
a.m. Every Tuesday and Thursday, and then so we'd have to be laced up, ready to go at 5:30, and then we wouldn't be done until 6:30 or 7, I believe.
Yeah, it's not bad
But
to be honest.
it's fast though. It's fast, but it's high intensity
Yeah,
conditioning. So you're
yeah,
going and you're nonstop.
gassed.
So if you, honestly, so if you're not really like in shape,
Hmm.
you gonna make it, but it's gonna take you a minute to make it.
Yeah,
Like for me, I'm not even gonna cap. I threw up the first day. Like my stomach was hurting after like I made it through. I was like, yo, that junk was crazy. And so like my stomach was hurting, and I kid you not, ZQ, I kid you not, bro.
what happened, coach?
When I seen that trash can,
Ooh,
I dipped. We was all walking out. I was like, man, my stomach hurts.
yeah,
And as soon as I saw that trash can, I said, "Nyong."
yo, easily.
I said, "Bleh," all up in there. And then
Throwing up
ever
at
since that
practice
day,
is the worst feeling.
I never threw up after that. Um, but I knew like I was like I gotta like prepare for these
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
So I would you know work out still. I was working out before that even happened, before even winter conditioning. But even during then, I'd work out and do a lot of cardio works and like run on the treadmill, do the bikes, play basketball, a lot of cardio. So I'd be in shape
yeah,
to be able to you know keep up, and I was keeping up. You know, it's just how bad you want it.
yeah,
It's really what it is. It's how much you love football and how bad you really want to be able to play the next level.
yeah.
Is really what it takes. And you know,
At the time, was you ready?
at the time, I thought I was ready,
Yeah,
but once it came down at the end of the day, it was just like football's not for everybody. You know, you could love the game as much as you want, but it's just how much you really want it to be
yeah,
in your life.
yeah,
Just having that football experience, it was good though. It was really eye opening just to see what college football is like and what it takes to play at the next level. I don't regret going there because there's some people who I met there who I still talk to, and I'm
exactly.
just like I'm grateful for that, and they've like important people in my life now, so I'm just like blessed to that I went there and I went through all those experiences and I met all these people.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to talk about it today.
We're gonna change up the pace a little bit, and I want to ask you because we're getting older. I know your anniversary is in a couple days. Do you want children?
Hell yeah, I want children.
What's taking you so long, Coach?
For me, it's just financially,
Yeah.
because like it takes like financially, mentally, physically just to do all that. Because I feel like I got the mentality. I know I got the mentality. I know I got the physicality for it.
Yeah.
But financially, I'm just not at that point right now. But I do feel like within the next, I want to say 2 years, I will be up there and I'll be good
Okay.
and set, and then
Okay.
we'll start, having conversations and shit. So,
Yeah.
so that's what I feel like, and
Yeah.
that's what is taking me so long. It's just
Yeah.
money situations, bro.
Sometimes I got a kid, so like I'm like I wish you niggas had kids or some shit.
You
So
know, I was thinking about that the other day too. I was like, ZQ is the only one in the squad with a kid, and by the
exactly,
time we have kids, his kid's gonna be
it's
like
about to be
five
like
years
five
old,
years old, chilling.
and by that time we're just gonna have little babies,
Exactly,
little infants,
experiencing their children for the first time and shit. And I'm gonna be 5 years through.
possibly have another kid. I don't know.
Exactly, might have to.
So you might have to have another one, just keep her company while we
and
can have
and
ours grow
and
up.
I want a boy. You know what I'm saying? I do want a boy.
So uh, but yeah, that's just it is. That's just what it is. That's what's
Yeah.
holding me back.
Okay. Okay.
If today, knowing
Oh
all the
yeah.
knowledge you know now
Uh huh.
and everything you know
Mhm.
today, if you could go back to if you go back in time to your 16-year-old self,
Uh huh.
16-year-old Zaquan
16
Richardson,
year old 6 years ago. Yeah.
what's the one piece, only one, you got like one piece of advice would you give yourself if you could talk to this nigga?
Here's the thing that's about to be really controversial. I would just be like, keep doing what you're doing. Literally, that's it. I wouldn't say anything else because, I wouldn't trade this life for anything else. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't tell myself to rap earlier, none of that. I just be like, keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna find your happiness. And so, I got my fiance, I got my kid. I'm fucking happy. There's nothing I would switch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So,
that's a good. I like that answer. I'll fuck with that answer. A lot of people would say, "Oh, I would switch this and that." Even I would say, "I would switch. I'd give this and that." Like
what would you do?
I'd give myself advice. I would say, just focus more, focus a lot more because
On what though?
my goals, just like what I want. Because I knew, because like my main goal is just to be a personal trainer. Like I knew I've been
Yeah.
wanting to be a personal trainer. So
Yeah.
if I would have focused on it more
Wait,
back then,
are you not still doing it?
no, I am, I
Okay.
am, I am.
Yeah.
It's too much going on, so I had to like kind of slow it down.
Yeah.
But if yeah, like I said, I would just say focus more on my goals, like because my main goal is just to become a personal trainer, and I feel like if I would have put my mind more into it back then and just to do more research on it, just to do
Yeah.
all that extra stuff,
Yeah.
that's what focus is to do all the extra stuff, do all the
Yeah.
little stuff is really what focus is.
But the thing is, you still could do it. Like
And that's what I'm,
it's
no, that's what
definitely
I'm
not
saying.
over. You know
It's
what I'm
not
saying?
over, but
Like, maybe you weren't meant to do it back then.
yeah, that's
Because
true.
if you did do it back then, you wouldn't have as much time as you do now. You probably
I
wouldn't even be a coach at Mariner. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true.
And
That's
do you
true.
like that shit? Do you like being a coach?
No, I do. It's good.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
good.
See, like you find that happiness along the way,
Yeah.
and like if you think about it, like back, if you wanted to switch anything, you gotta like the butterfly effect. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Everything else would change if you change that one thing.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I think about. I'm like,
I think about that shit too. Like I said before, I think about like what if I did this for football? What if I did that? Then I
Exactly.
would never be here.
exactly,
I would never be. Probably wouldn't be talking right now.
exactly.
So-
I'm like, At, you
You
want to
probably-
hop on my potty? I got football practice. I.
I'm like, put me on a Zoom call, nigga.
Hey, fuck it. All right, I'm gonna keep it rolling. We've both been in a long-term relationship, And I just wanted to ask you, what do you think your key to a successful relationship is? Because, like, what do you think you're doing right? Because I know, niggas doing it wrong, you know what I'm saying? Quote unquote.
Quote unquote doing it wrong. He made the quotation marks. I just
Air
want to make that
quotations,
clear.
air quotations.
I just want to make
you know
that
what I'm
clear.
saying?
He made the
I
quotation.
said quote unquote, but
No, I just want to make it clear too. I seen them do the quotes
yeah,
around it.
I did it out loud.
I would say just like it's so cliche, but it's just like communication.
Yeah. My shot glass, nigga.
Oh, I played every single one but the shot glass.
Oh snap! I hit the alcohol too.
But like I said, it's gonna sound real cliche, but it's just like communication. You just gotta let each other know what's up, and if you let each other know what's up, then you can go from there. That's how it's been like all these 4 years. It's like just communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And let each other know that you're there, no matter what.
If the communication is there, the trust is there.
Regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
Regardless of anything, because if you can't trust your partner,
then just end it. Like legit.
Like
legit,
if you
just end it.
Like I understand like being around people who your partner doesn't like.
Yeah.
But you just gotta be able to trust them and make sure that they don't make any stupid moves and just embarrass themselves or embarrass you in some type of way, and just like keep it cool, calm, cool, collective, and just like, oh yeah, I saw so and so, but ain't shit happened. We just saw each other and just like nothing happened. That was it.
Yeah.
And just that end of story. Period.
Yeah.
So that's why I just said trust and communication. It's pretty much it.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. Through all my experience, communication is definitely key. I know every female will say it, but it's all fucking good because literally, like, if I be like, I'm going down the street kicking with my homie, she, oh yeah, that's fine. But like, if I go kick it with you like 5 hours and don't tell her shit, like, it would have been nice to know, what I'm saying? Like, if you would have just hit me up real quick, it would have been that simple. And some people don't get that.
And it's like a 10-second thing.
Exactly. They were like, they want me to do everything for them, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, just check in. Like, literally 5 seconds.
And I think that's mostly what girls want, is just for you to check in, make sure you're good, because they're worried when you're gone. Because like I said, some girls don't trust their man. Like when they gone and they're not with them, they be thinking, who knows what the fuck this nigga doing. So like
crazy as fuck.
I mean,
not crazy.
He
fuck,
could.
It's definitely understandable.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's understandable because he definitely could be doing some dirty ass shit.
Exactly.
And so it's just like, so you just gotta really check in and like, I don't know. Personally, me, I like check in and I kind of show proof because it just makes me feel better knowing that she actually knows and she doesn't think like I'm lying or whatever. I'm just saying I'm here, but I'm really over there.
Exactly.
So,
but like I'm here at ZQ's house taking pictures.
I mean, but
I know. I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
It's like when I go to the gym, I'll be like, oh, I'm at the gym, because usually that's the type of excuse where you spend 2-3 hours at the gym, but you really, doing whatever.
I'm fat. I would never spend 2 hours in the gym.
So
Angelica would definitely be like, you wasn't at the gym.
Exactly. You see, like
I was swimming.
like shit like that. And so it's like when you really so when I tell Susan I'm at the gym, I'll be like, I'm at the gym. I'll send her a snap of me a boomerang of weights and something like that. Yeah. So she know I'm really here, whether I'm doing something or not. I'm just here.
Exactly.
But most of the time I'm doing something because that's why I'm there.
I know. I haven't replied for 3 hours because I've been lifting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've been in my zone. Let me say something real quick. I know you like animals.
I like turtles. All right.
Animals can fucking talk.
Oh, shit.
They can speak English, nigga. What animal would be the most fucked up?
What do you mean the most fucked up?
Fucked up as in would talk the most shit, would disrespect you, would throw something at you, would hit you.
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's easy.
With what?
Monkeys. Monkeys. Any type of monkey. Literally, they would talk shit and throw shit. Like literally. Throw that shit.
Yeah. It's like they was,
Man, them
it's like
orange ones too, nigga. They big ass hands, nigga. Slap you in the fucking face.
Nigga, it's like they've been holding it and saving it for you to be there.
They said, man, I'm gonna holding in my shit all day, waiting for somebody to walk by. Stare at me, please.
Look at me
Said, my stomach
sideways.
hurt.
I can't hold it in no more.
He said,
Nigga,
you know what? He sneezed. He sneezed. What's up, bitch? I'm throwing my shit at you.
Oh shit.
Easily monkeys, yeah.
Easily monkeys.
They would talk shit, throw shit, and like monkeys are just straight up assholes if you really think about it. Like, you know, when they're young, you know, they're hella cute. You know, everybody like, I want a monkey, blah blah blah.
Wait till that nigga grow up.
But yeah, I've heard stories where a monkey has grown up and he fucked up his owner. Like, no ears, no nose,
Yeah,
like
man.
3 fingers.
People don't understand. Animals are still wild
Exactly.
animals. They still got that
Exactly.
switch in them, bro. They can flip that switch any
They
fucking
could be
time.
living with you for 10 fucking straight years since a baby, but they still would have that zoom, turn wild real quick,
Yep.
smack you in the face with a
Yep.
big ass gorilla hand. What you think though?
I thought about it too. I was gonna like monkey is probably like number one, but I would also say
Sloths. No, but
Sid, the one who would get the most talk, the one who would get talked the most shit on.
yeah.
The animal would probably be a giraffe. You go a long neck ass nigga.
Yo, long neck for no reason. Trees ain't even that tall no more, bud.
That's why you came. You sleep standing up, nigga.
For real though. You old Melvin looking ass nigga. So go back to Madagascar. Go back.
Madagascar.
Go back. Let me ask you another thing. Hold on. It's about to hit heavy. You know, I gotta warn you about that.
Go ahead. I'm ready for anything, man. Say anything you want.
If you died today, would you be happy with your life?
Yeah.
Yeah? Keep it going.
I'd be happy because I've lived through a lot of my life, honestly. I mean, 22 years. 22 years is, you know, a long time.
That's really not though. But
It's not a long time, but 22 years,
Yeah.
like 365 days of anything could happen. You could have been
Literally.
dead at 17, 12, 5.
You
So,
could have been
know,
dead any second in
So-
those, you know,
So
22 years.
I'm always blessed to be able to wake up every day and be able to interact with the people who I care about. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'd be happy if I were to die today, because I'm just blessed to be able to again like live every day, talk to the people every day, do what I do every day on a daily basis. Even if I don't like it, you know, it's just something you got to do
Yeah.
to get forward and get on up. You got to do the shit you don't like
Yeah.
to move forward.
Exactly.
So it's just, I'm just blessed. So I'd be happy. I know a lot of people wouldn't be,
Yeah.
but you know, myself, for sure.
Exactly. I say the same shit. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, everything in this world has equilibrium. You know what I'm saying? Where there's a beginning, there's an end. Mm-hmm. Where there's happy, there's mad. Where there's bad, there's good. You know what I'm saying? And so, definitely, I don't even know what my point was. But yeah. I don't know where I was going.
So-
with that. There was a point, but I lost my train of thought.
So,
Oh shit!
my dude.
I know this. Oh my!
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't know this,
No, you
but
don't.
you laughing so.
This question is like. Anyways, so out of all the houses you've been to, your homie's house, your auntie's house, your mama's house, your grandma's house, nigga, the house next door, nigga.
All right, nigga, I get it. Houses,
What is
houses.
the weirdest thing you've seen in somebody's house? The weirdest object thing you've seen in somebody's house. You were like, what the hell you got this in your house for? Like, what is that? Or like, you was like hella like kept looking at it type shit, trying to figure out what it was doing in there.
This is hard Cause I don't really see too much shit. You know what I'm saying? But like,
You don't be lurking in people's houses like, what the fuck you got here?
nah. Have you looked at my house and said, what the fuck I got this
Well, no, I just be looking around because, like, what else you gonna look at? You gonna stare at one thing for the whole time?
I mean,
No, I'm trying to look at the wall. I'm about to look at this wall, this next wall. What you got on your walls, bruh?
I ain't got shit. Look, he was saying that. But back to the question. So I know about the ghost that used to be in your house. That's on Casino Road. So that's like the most weirdest thing, you know what I'm saying, that I could think.
I'll take it, because that shit was actually freaking bad, boy.
Have you ever just woke up in the middle of the night and you seen like, you know, a silhouette of just something standing there, and you scared as fuck? No. Yeah, that shit happens quite often, dog.
That's when you have like, what is that called?
Real quick.
What is that called? Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, fuck. I would hate that shit.
But there was one time where I was in that house. This was when I was in like probably like 4th grade.
Yeah.
I was asleep on the top bunk, right? I was asleep on the top bunk, and I looked up because I woke up out of just the middle of the night. I looked up.
Yeah.
And on the closet, I see a figure.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I mean, it looks like a figure, but it doesn't really look like a perfect, like, arms, legs are just right there. But it just looks like somebody's right there. Mm-hmm. And so myself, because the window's behind me, because I'm sleeping like this, the closet's in front of me, and the window's behind me, so the reflection from the light is what causing the shadow. Yeah. And so I took my hand, I put it out there just to see if my hand was in the shadow. I was like, okay. Yeah. So then I turned my head, and the blinds were barely closed. And then, like, they were closed, but they were open, so a little bit of light was shining through. Yeah. So I was like, I looked up, I turned around, I was like, oh, hell no. I took my ass back to sleep. Took my ass back to sleep. I was like,
open the window, nigga, I'm jumping out. Fuck all this shit. Fuck all the bullshit.
No, bro. I took my blanket, I went covering my shoulder up to my cheek. I was like, I'm taking my ass back to sleep.
Said, you know, you just want to watch. It's fine.
I was not fucking with it, bro. Like,
when in the morning though, did you see what it was or not?
Nah, it was nothing. I was probably tripping. Like, I don't even know, but yeah, that shit really freaked me out though. And then like usually like I don't know, when I had my dog Eli, yeah, he would be tripping like it would just be me and him at the crib. Like Malia's gone, my mom's gone, me and him at the crib. Yeah, he'll start running from my mom's room all the way to my sister's room. And you remember how that was? Yeah, it would just be in a U shape. So he'd be gone. Yeah. And I'd be like, what the hell? Where's you running from? And then, like, I don't know. And then, like, my sisters have told me, like, they've heard some shit. So that's why I'm like, oh, shit. Exactly. Like, man, we got to go. We got to bounce. But we did.
Do you have any scary stories? Like, you know, have you ever experienced some paranormal shit or, you know, anything in that term? Like, have you seen ghosts before?
Nah, I've never seen no ghost. I'm just gonna take
never?
my bottle. I'm just gonna take my bottle.
You're good.
But nah, I've never seen no ghost. I've never really experienced any paranormal activity stuff. That was like what I just told you was pretty much it. But like, I don't want to say that shit only happens to certain people, but like that could happen to anybody. But it's just like I've never experienced it. I've heard people experienced it themselves, and I'm just like, yo, that shit crazy. Like, and it just gets me thinking like, what if that happens to me? I don't want that shit to happen to me. I'll be tripping, bro. I'll be like, bro, I can't do this. Like, that's too much stress, bro. Yeah. That's too much stress on me. I cannot do all that.
Honestly, shit. What's that movie with Marlon Wayans in?
Haunted House.
Haunted House, nigga.
Keisha, bro.
He said, I don't give a fuck, Keisha. No, but my grandma told me, you know, like, even when if you're, you know, walking down the street and you glance and then you turn back and you see, like, you thought you saw somebody, but then you turn back around and it's like a mailbox or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Like, yo, that happens to me a long time.
Exactly. She was like, those are ghosts.
So I'm not tripping then.
You're not tripping.
No.
It turned out to be a mailbox. You know, every ghost is not an entity. You know what I'm saying? It's not always bad per se.
Mm-hmm.
And so she said, when you see them, like they're just walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? They just minding their own business. So
They live it, bro. That just made me
in
think,
a third
bro.
world or whatever it's
That
called.
just made
What's
me
it called?
think, bro. Like, nigga, we lit right now. That just made me think.
Exactly.
Like, what if, like, this is so off topic, but I mean, kind of on topic.
It'll everything and nothing, nigga. There is no topic.
Right?
Shit.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Anyways, like, what if, like, while we're just walking down the street, them niggas are just walking right next to us. We just can't see them.
Yeah.
Every day,
Exactly.
every day, there's a ghost
Exactly.
walking right next to you. There's a ghost.
Or you're walking through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's just like, excuse me.
What if it was like that New York traffic, that New York human traffic, and you just literally,
Bro, you're walking
never
through.
not walking through.
You know how many
somebody's
niggas
shit.
have died in New York? Like, them niggas are just walking through people like, oh yeah, it was good.
Exactly. Like shum. That shit, like that's the type of shit I think about sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even when I'm delivering, sometimes I see like a silhouette in my van, and so like it's while I'm outside, and so when I sit down, I be like looking at my passenger seat. Get out, Nate. You ain't getting a ride.
Nigga, if you don't get out my fucking truck.
You ain't getting a ride. Shit.
I feel like ghosts really do, like, I believe in that shit. Like,
Yeah.
ghosts, like, entities like that, like, shit like that, I think that shit do exist to a certain extent.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, people be making
Experience
it,
that shit.
they be experiencing it, but then there's other people who just be, like, making that shit, like too much to make it unbelievable. Like, it's
Yeah,
really
exactly.
not believable.
It
Like,
seems
nah,
like, yeah.
bruh.
Have you
But-
ever fucked with a Ouija board or anything like
Hell
that?
no, and I do not want to, and I do not advise anybody to do that shit because, nigga, you know, you see movies, and
Exactly.
at the beginning of the fucking movie, before anything, it says
The
based
black person
on a,
dies.
No,
No,
it says based on a true
but
fucking story.
Hold on. You know they stretch that shit though.
Yes,
You know they stretch the truth so fucking
Yes,
far. They
but-
just use their name and be like based on the true story. Like fuck
But-
out of here.
but
Have
that-
you seen the Annabelle doll in real life?
no, like
It's a fucking rag doll.
no,
it
but
does not look
we're
as
not,
scary
We're
as
not
Annabelle.
talking about dolls though. We're talking
Okay,
about
I'm just
Ouija
saying-
boards.
I'm
Like
just
them
saying how
shits
Hollywood is.
exist. Like
Yeah.
them shits exist. That's why it's called a fucking Ouija board. Nigga, them shits exist because people really like mess with them, and I feel
Exactly.
like that shit is really something you, if you know. I mean, like shit, if you know what you're doing, fucking do it. Like
No, don't do it. Like, even if you know what you're doing. 'Cause
Like-
at the end of the day, you don't really know what you're doing. Like, shit.
well, I don't know. People are like, there's 7 billion people in this fucking world.
Yeah.
You know, there's at least like one person on this world who be fucking with that shit and just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they be crazy. I be like watching other podcasts, and a dude was telling like all the craziest Chinese like horror games, like Bloody Mary. That came from America, but still, you know about Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
And
You
like
go in the
shit
bathroom,
like
you
that,
like,
yeah.
Bloody
There was
Mary,
like
Bloody Mary.
exactly, and there was like people, do that rituals and shit where
Yeah.
like there's a ghost chasing them, and they have to walk through their house for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
unless-
I've heard of
it'll
stuff
catch
like
them and
that.
shit,
Where,
yeah.
like, I've heard of stuff like that where it's like if something happens to you, then you got to do this to make it so it doesn't
Exactly.
bother you.
Put
Honestly,
put a
I
circle of salt around you. and
really,
shit like
really,
that.
what I've heard it is from like the I don't know where I've heard it from, but it's mostly like, I don't know. I just heard it from a lot of places that you
I
got to
heard it
do
from a podcast. but
that
yeah.
you gotta do something just for not that shit to fuck with you anymore, just to get rid of it.
Exactly.
And I don't want to do that.
Like you gotta do it till 3:30 in the morning. Like don't let it touch you till 3:33 in the morning. Like what the fuck? Like fuck out of here. I would never do any shit like that. Never in my fucking life.
Yeah, fuck no,
Fuck no.
fuck no.
But the black person does die first in the movie.
That is true. I mean,
Are we
in a
gonna
lot
do
of
something
movies,
about that, Hollywood? We
in
gonna
a lot of movies, the nigga always die first.
It's either
Something
they die
always happens to the nigga first. Like he don't die, he get robbed. something happens to him, bro. And it's just like, bro, switch it up a little bit. We want to see from the other side.
He's like, nah.
We want to see from the
They
other
said
side.
Trey Songz, you about to die, nigga. You seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yes. They said Chris
Trey
Brown, nigga, you finna die.
Nigga, in every movie, Chris Brown either can't dance at the ending, or he dies.
It's like,
Stump the
bruh.
yard. They said, nope, nigga.
No,
you're
you
not
finna,
making it past.
you are
this,
not
nigga.
finna beat this whole team by yourself,
Exactly.
nigga.
We stuck
'Cause
with DJ. Nigga.
everybody know you will out dance these niggas without
Easily.
even you can do your own choreography and they do what
Exactly.
they have to do for the movie.
The
And you can make up your
beginning
own
of the
shit.
fucking movie was so fucking raw.
It was, bro. They was crumping. Yeah, bro. That movie is iconic for sure. Everybody's gonna know. Everybody, if you know, you know. Stomp the
Yeah.
yard. All right.
Yeah.
So going back to football, going back to sports. You
Okay.
dig what I'm saying? We going
I
back.
dig what
into
you
that.
saying. We hoes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My name is X. No, it's fine. What's his name? Is that his name in hoes? Is that his name in hoes?
No, it's zero.
Hey, close to fucking enough, nigga.
It's an X zero.
I might be thinking of Roll Bounce for some reason because he was in that movie too.
See. Zero, and I'm Shiloh LaBeouf, nigga. What's up, nigga? I got hit in the head with some shoes. And then
That's how
niggas
I
thought I
went to jail,
stole
nigga.
some shoes.
Hey, that's a black story for you right there. That's a fucking black story.
Bro,
Oh,
that
shit.
movie right there, bro,
Hey.
that shit really had me fun. That shit had me dead because he really got in trouble for nothing.
Hey, true. And the fucking funniest part, he was like, I don't want to dig no more hoes, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
You keep digging. And now, nigga,
Oh, snap.
people use that in TikToks, nigga. People use that in their songs.
Exactly. Hey, I might have to do that in my next song. Well, that's too damn bad.
But back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Back to the sports. What about football made you love the sport so much? Like, what made you say, like, football is my shit? Football will forever be in my life.
So, this dates back to, you know what I'm saying, when I was a young ass kid, when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. So, football has always been pushed through my blood, being the youngest of my, you know, family.
Even your siblings played this
Even
shit.
my sister played
Your
football.
fucking
like,
sister played
shit.
football, nigga.
So
she was
it
probably
went-
raw, too.
She definitely was, like, definitely. Shit. But ever since, you know, the beginning, my oldest brother, he played football. My younger older brother played football. My sister, my cousin, like, everybody played football. So they was pushing, you know, their beliefs on me. Not
Like,
beliefs,
nigga, if
but
you don't play football, you a bitch.
nah, not even that.
Nah, no, I'm just kidding. But like, there's probably like, bro, you gotta play. Like,
Exactly.
this shit's
They,
legit.
there was like football, you know what I'm saying? You could provide for your family. You can do everything you want
Right.
for football. And I even like, I wish I really, you know, played. I wish I got to the NFL.
Yeah,
But like I said, if I did, I wouldn't have what I have.
exactly.
But so yeah, they was pushing that shit through me,
Mm-hmm.
and so ever since my first football game, I played running back, and since you know they were training me at such a young age, I was filthier than half the teams, like easily, and so it was always hella fun to me.
So you had your brothers and your sister
Yeah.
and your fucking cousin training you how to play running back. Because
Yeah.
didn't they all play running back?
Yes, they
Every
all
single
played
played
running
running
back.
back. Even
Every
your fucking
single
sister
one.
played running back.
Literally,
she probably had
was
the
raw as
differences
fuck,
on
nigga.
them.
Literally.
She had the differences on them.
She said scooters.
She really took off on the niggas, bro.
Exactly. But yeah, and so, you know, all through my career, I've always just loved the sport. And like I was telling Gravy about this. I was like, you know, the reason I didn't play basketball because nobody motivated me to play basketball, you know what I'm saying? And I was like nervous because like everybody could, you know, point you out like that nigga's trash. Like but yeah, and I just knew I was filthy at football, and like basketball, it would have been way different for me because, you know, that's not what I'm used to.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't even
cool
know
though.
if I answered the question.
No, you did answer your question. You did answer the question. Now I like that because I wish I started football when you started football because like I said, I think about that shit all the time. Like if I would have started football when you started, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be here right now.
Exactly.
I would not be
Exactly.
here right now because you know once you get that mentality of, all right, this is what I need to do on the field and off the field, then that brings it into your life. And then if you really love football,
yeah,
then
like
it will take you
I
somewhere.
did really love it, but at one point you're like, you know, you kind of want to do other things.
Yeah, no,
also,
yeah. You want to be a
know what I'm saying?
kid. You want to be a
Exactly.
human being. You don't want to be a
Exactly.
not a robot, but like
Yeah.
you don't want to just focus on what you want to. You want to be
You want to do you.
optimistic.
You don't want to have to just rely on one thing. You know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying, your
yeah,
whole
yeah. You
life,
want to be like very optimistic and very keep your mind open about things that
Exactly.
you like and things you don't like, and
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, like basketball really wasn't your thing, but like I keep trying to tell you, bro. If you just would have tried out, man, just like
I know.
just tried out and gave it your all.
That is a regret I have. That is a regret I have.
One
That's the only
thing-
thing I would change.
That's mine too. My regret, because I didn't play basketball my sophomore, junior, or senior year, so I regret not playing that. But
Yeah.
one thing I really want to say is just like, if you like just try out and just give it your all. If you really understand that you don't want to do it, then you know
Yeah.
it's really not for you. But if you just
Exactly.
at least try out for the sport, and this I'm just talking about sports. If you just try out for the sport,
Yeah.
and it's something that you could deal with mentally, physically, and emotionally,
Yeah.
then you know it's something that will work out for you, or you'll have fun doing it.
Exactly.
I knew
Because
your
sports-
ass would have had fun playing basketball.
I definitely
for
would
sure.
have. I definitely would have, like, easily. Like, and the thing about sports also, like, you meet so many fucking cool people. You know what I'm saying?
From different teams too, like
Different teams, exactly.
from your opponent's team to your team to even like when like basketball, prime example, because you got summer league, so you're doing all these tournaments and you're
Exactly.
playing against Seattle schools, you're playing against schools up north, you're playing against schools on the East Coast and stuff like that who have traveled way over here just to play in these tournaments and for summer league and stuff like that. So you meet all these people and some of them you build a bond with that is just
Exactly.
like
For life.
it's some
For
legit
life.
shit. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I wouldn't know half the niggas I know if it wasn't for sports.
if it wasn't for sports, exactly.
I
Like,
wouldn't even know you, nigga. Like,
Exactly.
we wouldn't have never had the head nod moment. nigga.
exactly. If I would have, because if I want to say it was on me because you was there first,
Yeah.
and I would have never came along if I would have never met Anthony, because Anthony put me on
Played
sports.
sports, yeah.
Anthony put me on football because, well, I mean, like I played sports before. Like I played like basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mostly basketball, but like and football too, but more basketball because it was more. It's more easier and more like
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's more
I get
easier
you. I
to
get you.
play than football.
Yeah.
So
And it's more like anybody at any moment can score a bucket.
can
you know what I'm
anybody
saying?
and you can just get
Anybody can
5
impact the
people.
game.
You can
Exactly,
get 5
yeah.
random people and just play. And
if
if
you
they
play
suck,
football,
you know,
nobody wants to play lineman. Like
that's what I'm
nah.
saying. Everybody
Yeah.
want to play receiver.
Exactly.
Everybody want to catch the ball. So that's why I was just playing like back in elementary school, mostly basketball and stuff like that. So when I met Anthony and I knew he played football and he played for Muckleton Knights, that's when I was like, okay, I'll fuck with this shit. Like, and I would go to his games every Saturday, and that's when you
Yep.
see your fucking ass at the fucking
Yep.
shit playing for the other team. And
Straight facts.
well, you play for the Muckleton Knights too, but just for the other team. And then that's when I was like, okay, like this shit is cool. Like little kids really are able to go out here and hit each other and not get in
Exactly.
trouble for it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little ass kids, like
Yeah.
they look like bobbleheads out
This
here.
nigga stupid.
But
And so you did play 8th grade, you know what I'm
I
saying?
played 8th
the
grade.
fucking year, you know what I'm saying?
That year was
we
filthy.
went 6-0. Explorer Eagles. That's what we do.
We
And
undefeated.
9-0 in wrestling. You know what
We
I'm saying?
undefeated.
This nigga used the same move in
Same.
every fucking match
You want to know
and
something?
won.
You want to know something crazy?
Yo,
So, Zicomo came over like not too long ago,
yeah,
and we were talking about wrestling, and I was talking about how I wrestled in 8th grade, and I used one move the whole season, and it worked, even in districts, and it worked.
yeah,
And so I showed him it. I explained how it went, and he showed him, and then he was like, "Yo, I did this I did this one move all throughout high school, and then I
Yeah.
made it to regionals. But he,
He lost.
I guess he lost. But and so when I explained it to him what my move was, he was like, "Yo,
That's
that was the same move." I was like, "Nigga, what?" Because I told him, I was like, "You gotta." Yeah, like you're doing a cow catcher,
Yep.
and you gotta
And
grab
then
his arm, and then you gotta
spin.
roll
Yep.
and use your momentum to roll him over you. And he's like, "Yo, that was the same move, but they call it something different. I forgot what he
for
called
real?
it, but
Yeah.
we call it the cement mixer, but they
Yep.
called it something else.
Cement mixer already sounds filthy. I'm gonna just say
Cement
that
mixer
much.
for real.
It don't
like,
matter what
that's
they
why.
call that
That's
shit.
why. Like when he said it, I was like, "What is that?" And then he was like, and then when he explained it to me, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's
we call it the
cement
cement mixer,
exactly.
bro."
Yeah, that shit's more wrong.
But yeah, that was the one move I used all throughout eighth
Hey,
grade.
The move I used was called the tripod. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to use it.
Or the reach over.
The reach
This
over and
nigga
pull
would
somebody.
reach-
That's the tripod.
Nah, we call that the reach over. You're never supposed
Nah.
to. They say you never
They
supposed to
said
reach.
they said when you first get up, you use 3 points of contact, and then there was like never pull somebody over. Nigga.
And then you
And
would just-
literally, I would always do that shit. Boom, land on top. One.
That didn't work with the Irish dude, did it?
I still won in districts, nigga. That's all I care about, nigga. I literally bench pressed that nigga. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, use all my fucking energy that one match, but.
You said I'm tired.
I'm too tired, coach. Well, that's too damn bad to win districts, nigga.
I got one more question for you.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you could make something that's legal, illegal, what would it be?
Something
That's legal, illegal, that you don't want to be legal. Like that's fucked up that it's legal.
Yeah. You're giving me some questions I would never think about. Let's see.
Told you,
Something that's legal that I would make illegal. Let me tell you something. I don't know if this is legal or not, but I was just talking to Zeb about this shit. Putting your trash in another person's trash can, nigga. I would make that shit illegal as fuck. I don't know why people have the audacity to just take their garbage, open your trash lid when you live in a house, and put their garbage in your garbage. It don't matter what situation you in. If you got too much garbage already in the bin, you better wait till next week and put more in, or put it next to your bin. I don't give a fuck. But if I could call 911 and you would get arrested for that shit, I would make that shit illegal.
I'm dead.
Oh my goodness. That
I'm
I
dead.
had.
People really be putting their trash in your
Yes,
shit.
nigga. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And you don't even have
they
no
don't
room
even
to put
be
your
using-
trash?
No, they don't even be using bags. That's what pisses me off, because the garbage man, he doesn't pick up the stuff without bags. You know what I'm saying? If you have like cardboard, or not cardboard because that's recycled, but like just some shit.
If you
on
have
the bottom
just
of the
garbage
bag.
at the bottom of the
Bottom
can,
of the barrel, yeah. He will not pick that shit up. He like, oop, bag. Oh, there's garbage down there. Fuck it, they got it. Like, yeah, and that's how they throw shit away. I'm like, fuck,
I'm weak.
pissing me off.
I'm weak.
What's the one thing you make illegal that's already legal?
Shit, I don't even know. I didn't even think about this question my damn self. This is my last question. That's why. This is my last question. That's why I did it. I was like, I don't
I'm
even know.
gonna just type it.
That's exactly what I did. I was like, what the fuck?
Try to come up with something. I don't know.
Shit. If it was okay, what's legal? I can't think right now, nigga. My brain is. Hey,
Yeah,
my brain is.
you CrossFit as a motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
So going back
Going back in time.
to your dating life, when are you gonna pop the question?
When I feel like
You're welcome, Susan.
so,
I know you was wondering.
It's so funny because it all revolves around me. Like
Yeah.
she's waiting on me,
Exactly.
but I'm waiting on me too because
you don't gotta answer. Just let you know.
nah, I'm gonna answer it.
And I can cut it out.
No, I'm
if you
gonna answer. I'm gonna
Okay,
answer. I'm gonna answer
okay.
it because it's some real shit.
want. Yeah.
Some real shit. So she's waiting on me, but I'm also waiting on me just because again, like financially, Like I can't really afford nothing along those lines, even though like
You mean like a ring or
a ring,
supporting her?
just supporting her at that time, because just like right now where my life is at is just I can almost barely support myself.
Yeah. I get you.
And so it's just like if it's like that, then you shouldn't be thinking about shit like that. You should be thinking about getting your money up,
Yeah.
getting your
Because what I always say, if you help yourself, you're helping others. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like a lot of people, and this is off topic, but a lot of people don't understand that you can't always help people. You
Yeah.
gotta, like you said, you gotta help yourself first. Like
Exactly.
you really gotta make sure that you are that you're good. You're in a good state of mind to be able to help people, so they can make
Exactly.
themselves feel better. Because you could be
Exactly.
helping people,
But hurting
but you
yourself,
still hurt yourself.
that
Like you're
shit
still
is actually
down.
draining.
Like
Whether
you're
you
so
like
down, and
notice
then
it or not.
you end up getting this mentality of, okay, I'm helping people, but nobody's helping me.
Exactly.
And okay, that is valid,
Yeah.
because people should be able to reach out to you and help you, and see if you're
Mm-hmm.
okay. But at the end of the day, you have yourself. Like
Exactly.
they got themselves to, other people got
Exactly.
themselves to, other people got their own lives to worry about.
Yeah.
So it's not every day someone's like, not every day someone, or not every like month or every whenever someone's gonna ask you if you're good. You got to make sure yourself is good, because you
Exactly.
can't rely on other
Can't rely on
people.
anybody
You
else.
cannot
Exactly.
rely on other people. You got to rely on yourself at all times. So again, back to your question, I'm just don't feel like, personally, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for it, because like again, my financial situation, and it's just like our relationship and period, just in general, is good.
Yeah. Do
Like
you
we're
think anything would change though?
um
Like, I know your roommate is Zeb. Do you think you'd move out and get a different job, or like, do
oh
you think
yeah.
like yeah? But also, do you think like anything would change with the relationship just between you guys in general?
I think we it in a way it would tie us closer,
Yeah.
because once
Yeah.
you
Definitely.
they say once you really put a ring on
Yeah.
it, then
Yeah.
that's the end of it. That's
That's
the
the ultimate
commitment.
goal.
That's the
Yeah.
ultimate commitment. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal. So you just got to really like make sure you good, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Because some people say they want that, and once they're in it,
Yeah.
they
freak
they
out.
waste a lot of time.
Exactly.
They waste a lot of their own time. They waste a lot of their partner's time, and then it's just all bad, and then just things go downhill, and then it's a waste of time. So you really
Exactly.
gotta like really
And
gotta like
that's
sit back,
that's hurting
sit
people's
back.
trust and everything.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, and then exactly like once like, because divorces really like really hold a hold like a really strong, I don't know what to say, but
Mental, like a mental draining, basically.
it is, because like once you get into another relationship with somebody else, and
Yeah.
you plan on being with them, being their partner for life, and
Long
getting
term,
married
yeah.
long term type shit, then you have that in the back of your head.
Exactly,
Like
like,
my last relationship was a
didn't work
divorce.
out.
It
Exactly.
didn't work out. So what if this one doesn't work out? And what if what if all these what ifs?
Yeah.
And it really fucks you up. So that's why you really got to make sure you good, and you ready for those what ifs, and like, or not ready for those what ifs. Like you don't really think about those what ifs, and you just think about what's going on right now, and you just worry about what's going on today, and not really worry about what's going on tomorrow, and what will happen within the next 5 years. You just gotta take it day by day.
Exactly. Exactly. So, like you were saying, you wanted to be, financially set also. And my thing is, I know you work at the church. I know you work for Mariner as a football coach, and I'm saying like, do you love it? Is that what you want to do long term, or are you looking to, do something else?
Um, I think I mentioned it earlier, where I wanted, like I said, since I was a teenager, I wanted to be a personal trainer.
Yeah.
So working at the church and being a coach is, well, the church is definitely a temporary
Yeah.
you know, job. Even though I've been there for over 3 years, it was mostly a temporary job just to get me.
Hold up. Nigga, that ain't temporary.
Well, it was just to get me.
Yeah, I get you.
It was
but,
just to
you
get
know,
me.
it turned from temporary to long term, but you know, it's
Pretty
still,
much. I mean,
it's still a job you can exit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like temporary, what I mean is like that's not my
Yeah.
life goal. Like
Yeah,
that's not
I
my
get
job.
you.
I want to be there forever. Like, so I was just there just
so
to,
momentarily.
momentarily, I
you know what I'm
guess you could call it.
saying? I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
But that's like that was just the job, just to get me money and just to
Yeah.
you know have a roof over my head and have a vehicle. So yeah. But coaching, I've thought about it. I keep thinking about it. You know, it just really depends on how my life turns out and how things turns out because with personal training, I'm gonna be doing that full time.
Yeah.
So if it interferes with football, then you know I can't really work around it. You know, it's
Yeah.
just it is what it is. And if I have to, you know, stop coaching just to work, you know, I'm gonna do that because it's what I want to do for my life, and it was part of my career,
Yeah.
and it's getting me more money over time.
Yeah, and also happiness.
Happiness.
Plain
It's
and
something.
simple.
It's something I want to do too. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that too, that part, like it's hard for people to find what they want to do
Yeah.
because they really don't know, and a lot of times part of that is they just haven't experienced a lot of things, and
Exactly.
so I would just so you just gotta really know and experience stuff that you like and don't like, so you know what you want to do and what don't want to
Exactly.
do.
That's the boat I'm in. Shit. So, you know, working at Amazon, like, you know, it's something that I have to do in my
Yeah.
mind because they're high paying and that's basically it. They're
No,
high
yeah,
paying.
that
And,
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and so like throughout that, I know my girl, she didn't know what she was gonna do, but she cleaned this building for these this dental office, and they started talking to her. They got to liking her mom, and they was like, you should be a dental assistant. And so she was like, you know, how would I do that? And they definitely helped her out.
Oh, yeah, for
And,
sure. If someone asks
she
you-
went to school for it, and now she's being a DA, and like
Yeah. If they, you know, people really go out their way to help you if you really perform.
exactly.
You know?
If
like-
they really like you and they really want to help you excel,
Exactly. So that's cool. Sure, I fuck with that.
I'm saying.
She said, "I'm cleaning this building now. I'm a DA." I'm like,
Exactly.
What?
Now I work at this building. You know
Nah, I
what I'm
work
saying?
at this building. I ain't clean this bitch no more.
That glow up real quick. Like if I make a mess, the other people gotta clean this
Yeah, I'm
shit.
about to make a mess now.
I'm about to make a mess on purpose. No, I'm just playing. I've known you for a long time, right?
Yeah,
For a fucking minute.
minute.
And I just wanted to know, you know, how was it getting to know your dad?
Well, I already knew, like previously. My dad was like, I already knew who he was and what he looked like, and all
Yeah.
all that stuff. So
At what age was he not there anymore?
it was probably like young. When I was like 3,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But like ever since then, like my mom, she allowed him to.
Visit you. And
Allowed
shit.
him to come and visit and allowed
Yeah.
him to call and talk to us. So, you know,
He
we
said, pull a dance flick. He said, I'm here to pick up my son, pick you up, put you back down. I'll be back in a week to pick you up again. Yeah, keep going.
yeah, but like it was cool. I actually like, you know, parents like to keep stuff away from their kids, and I think it's the
Exactly.
right thing to do because a lot of kids really don't need to know what
Yeah.
happened between them
Behind the
two.
doors and yeah.
So with my mom, so like from what she told me, like what happened between them, like I respected her for letting us, you know, just to still be able to keep in contact with our father
Yeah.
and still let him to call and fly in and stuff like that. Even let him to stay at our house, you know. Like my mom really does not fuck with him.
Yeah.
Like tough. Like she don't even like when you mention his name in like a sentence or something, she'll like
Yeah, skin
her
crawls real quick.
not I mean not like that, but her tone kind of changes and it's just like it's like she don't really want to talk about anything with
Yeah,
his
I
name
get
in
that.
it. So
Yeah.
so it's just cool how she like would let him like come to the crib and when he was there, she would go to her boyfriend's house. So there was no drama. There was really no drama. It was just really like, you're here, I'm over there.
Yeah.
You stay with the kids.
Yeah.
So it was cool. Getting to know, or like knowing him and knowing like he was still around.
When's the last time you saw him?
Before I left the college, and that was really the last time I like physically saw him. And then I've talked to him every once in a while. Like I call him on Christmas and his birthday. That's so bad.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
But I mean,
that's great. That's still good.
I know
Shit.
that's like, I feel like that's the days where you should be calling people.
Yeah.
No
matter who it is.
No matter who it is. I mean, like some people, I get it too. Like some people have those relatives where it's blood or not, I'm not fucking with you.
Exactly.
Like I don't want to talk to you regardless if you're my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my auntie, anything. It's like if you stuff like that. So I'm just really grateful just to be able to keep in contact with him.
I've been talking to a couple of people and they've also asked me, and I want to ask you, like, would you be down to rekindle that parentship?
Yeah, as long as he's still on this earth. Yeah, I mean, because
what's stopping you though?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just like I don't know, because once you, I don't know. It's like once you know how like things are with your missing parent, whether it's your father or your mother.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's almost it is what it is type of thing, because you have already lived so many years without this parent, and you've already done so many things, and you've grown and you've figured so many things out without this parent who's supposed to teach you how to do these things.
Exactly.
Without the parent being there. So it's just like, I'll get to it, when the time comes.
Yeah.
When the time comes, it will happen. So I'm not really too worried about it. But like we talk about it. I mean, like we don't really talk about it, but we talk about like me and my sisters, we talk about going to go see him, and and he calls us and tells us that we should come over there in Ohio. And I want to make that trip.
Yeah.
To go over there in Ohio and just really
cool
see what it's like over there.
Yeah.
And so, that's what. Yeah. So I'd definitely make that reconnection, and for sure.
I was talking to a couple other people, and we're all like in agreement. Like at a certain age, as a man, like everything you should know. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no need for this extra person to come in trying to tell you what to do. Like you already more than experienced in what you should be able to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the typical.
Like you just don't need them anymore. You know
like the typical.
Like even my mom, her tire went flat, and she was like, "You don't know how to change a spare?" I was like, "No." So literally, she was like, "All right, you stay in here," because like I was at my sister's house. I just want to go back over. There. She was like, "Nah, you stay in here," and she like jacked up the car, changed the tire. I learned how to do it that day. I was like, "All right, cool, shit."
Yep. JJ's dad taught me how to change the oil.
Swear.
Yeah. He taught me how to change my oil on my Jeep. So now I know how to change your oil. Mm-hmm. I know how to. I know how to do a lot of shit to cars. I know how to what's it called? Just move the tires around and just maintenance on the car.
Yeah. Everybody else who isn't, my father has taught me other shit, which I'll always appreciate all
exactly,
y'all.
Exactly.
I always appreciate all y'all. But I just wanna say, I appreciate you for hopping on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you for letting me, using, your stories and whatever you've experienced, and I put it in this podcast. And is there anything you want to leave these people off with?
I just want to say, man, just again, stay focused on what you want.
Amen.
Because there's so many distractions in this world that could throw you off and procrastinate you.
Yeah.
And to make it seem your goals are that much further when they're that much closer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just stay focused, and just make sure you appreciate everybody around you, because anything could happen any day, bruh.
Amen.
Anything could happen any day.
True shit.
So that's what I want to say to these people.
All right. Well, this has been another amazing episode of Everything and Nothing. And we literally just talked about everything and nothing.